Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe.
Hey everyone, this is Kenny coming back at you with another quick video about some changes that I had done to the Sportsman 850. Yeah, we're gonna like them. Here we go. All right, so here we go with the Sportsman 850 XP. Big change that I had done to it was the automatic reverse light that I had put down there. Everything that I've done is pretty custom, so it is just a matter of wiring two 4-pin relays correctly. The one, you can't just tap into the reverse light, you'll fire your ECU. So the one is in order to trigger the ECU correctly, and the other one is to trigger the light. So they're just kind of tied together in unison. I found a diagram of this on one of the Sportsman's forums, but let's see if we can get it on right quick. Let me see if I can get my daughter to hold this camera for me in 1 second. All right, so we got my little girl. Sorry, I'm kind of tore up, but key on. When it goes in reverse, light should be on. Light on, honey?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, neutral, high, low, neutral, reverse again, park, automatically functioning. Thank you, camera woman.
You're welcome.
All right. So I did install that and I put it underneath the seat. So underneath the seat, we just have it zip tied to right here, the two relays, and it does go into the wires here. So I'm wanting to say it was the red wire on this side here, the red wire that control the reverse light function. Easy way to figure it out. You can, when you use a multimeter, it kind of, all of them have some power to it. But when I cut that red wire and it was in reverse, that was the only light that did not come on correctly. Also, I put the KFI winch. I think it's the 3500 KFI Stealth, the plug and play. So it went in really nicely, no problems. I just used some cheap honeycomb grill insert that I had just to cover it up a little bit more, to make it a more clean look. But the plug and play one literally took me 15-20 minutes to put in. 2 bolts going to the outside, and then the power wires had to come up, and then the other 2 wires were not, the other wire was not already in my machine, so I had to run it up to the switch and install. Definitely an easy change. The final one is I made some custom LED light PODS flush. So these are 80-watt ones that I got off of Amazon. They're really bright. We'll see if I can get those on as well. I'll get my daughter to hold the camera for that in a second. But yeah, super bright. I'm going to be making some changes to the pod up top. Some people in the group, kind of on a F-150 group, kind of give me some ideas that I'm going to use as well. But let me see if I can get my little girl down here to hold the camera for me again. So key on, headlights on. Be on and extremely bright. Yeah, they're really bright. Casts a lot of light out. They cast a lot of light out and they'll blind you even daytime, but they got a lot of light coming out of them. Thank you again, honey.
Welcome, Dad.
So what I did was use 3/4 inch ABS plastic. I'm gonna load some pictures here. First pictures are kind of things of like it being on the back, and with using the back, I kind of cut a guide out, drilled some holes, made a guide for the LED cubes, and this guide was then traced onto some blue painter's tape, and just shut the door, sweetheart. it was traced onto some blue painter's tape. And then I used my Dremel to cut it out. Cut them out, smoothed out the edges, lights fit in there perfect. And I wired them into the OEM lights. So I just put the OEM plug style on it. I can't remember exactly what plug. I use a plug and play. So there's the plug right there. I had a plug and play LED kit just for a regular car. It was one of the extra wires that came with it. So I use those, and those fit the plugs down there perfectly. So, all right. I got some wheels, tires, 2-inch lift, things like that kind of on the way. So just gonna make this a better looking trail machine. We don't mud it. We just ride around the property and have fun. But I am all about things being lifted and modded, as you can see here with my F-150 here and my wife's F-150 over there. All right, everyone, we're outside of my house, nighttime. Quick moment of truth. We're gonna check out this reverse light. So we're gonna cut the key on. All right, keys on. Park. Reverse light. No issues there. And now let's check the headlights out. All right, 80 watts. Yeah, they definitely light things up. That's the high beam there. Just a regular halogen. But yeah, so let me just drive it around the yard real quick. It's gonna be kind of loud. I'll turn the volume down. Make sure. All right, so we're back out here in the shed. I did make a couple changes, so I just figured I'd, keep it, honest and 100 with you all. The first original design that I did when I had the flush mounts right up in there and put them in there, my very first video I took, the light output sucked. Like, more on the ground than anything else. More up in the sky anywhere. Damn, they're bright. Yep. So what I did this time is the machine is sitting level. It's a machete actually, but I beveled the brackets. So I went ahead and kept them flush, but as you see, I did use plastic, ABS plastic, heated it, and bent it to go around. Not 100% sure if I like the bolts. I had to use bigger bolts because it made it a bit longer. But yeah, so I beveled these, right? So with beveling these, I used the level, found the two flat spots here on the light, and right a little off from level. Let me switch my camera. All right, so here we are. A little off from level, a little bit down. So if it was level, it would actually bring the light up just a smidge. So the bubble is more towards this end. So if I tilted the light up a little bit more, it would point up in the air a little bit. So pretty much the lights are gonna point with a very slow drop going out. Same thing on this side. Make sure I kept it nice and level right here. Bubbles a little bit more down, but if I kick the bottom out, which would push the light up a little bit, it would shine straight ahead. And I wanted them to have a little slight downward shape of shine. So here we are. still in there. I like how they look. Same PC ABS plastic. What I did was just use this cutout part, my clamp, and I just bent it around with a propane torch. So I used propane, heated it, and as I just worked my way around it, you know, I would just bend somewhat like this, heat it to stay in place, and then just keep on bending. And as you would see, it would take whatever shape that you put it to. But anyways, that's the end of my video. Lights are both pointed straight to right there, which is perfect. And make sure to hit that like button and subscribe.